Okay, so in this video, I want to share with you 10 lesser known manifestation tips. These form the bedrock of my conscious creation journey. And if you'd like to add one that you think our community could benefit from, please leave it in the comments below. So let's get started. Okay, so manifestation starts with a radical responsibility. It means understanding that every single part of your life, the good, the bad, the confusing, they're all reflections of your inner world. Your belief, your assumptions, and your self-concept have been shaping your reality from day one. This isn't about blaming yourself, it's about reclaiming your power. When you say this is my creation, you're no longer waiting for a solution, you are being the solution. Most people live in reaction. Manifestors live from decision. The moment you stop pointing fingers and start taking ownership, the game changes. You begin to move differently, think differently, and attract differently. You realize that even your old programming can be reprogrammed, and from there everything becomes possible. If you're stuck in a why is this happening to me, flip that around and ask, what belief made this real? And then shift it. That's the foundation of conscious creation. So your mind is a powerful receiver, but if it's full of static, then it can't pick up the right signals. Every time you scroll through fear-driven content, entertain gossip, or dive into drama, you tune your mind into a lower frequency. Manifestation requires clarity, and clarity can't exist in a noisy head. Start paying attention to what you let in. Are you watching videos that build on your beliefs or feed you with doubt? Are you surrounding yourself with people who support your vision or people who drain your energy? Even a distraction that seems harmless can pull you out of alignment. Protect your focus like it's sacred, because it is. Your attention is one of the most valuable resources, and whatever you consistently focus on will grow. You don't need to become a monk, but you do need to become deliberate. A quiet mind is like a magnet, so clean it up. So you don't need a meditation cushion or a Tibetan gong to get into alignment. In fact, some of your most powerful meditation moments happen in everyday life. Manifestation isn't about escaping the world, it's about walking through it consciously. When you're washing the dishes, focus on your breath. When you're waiting in a line, return to your intention. Every moment can become a micro meditation if you use it to reconnect with your vision. You train your mind not to drift into fear or comparison, but to rest it in the desired state. This builds consistency. Manifestation is never a one-time event. It's a sustained frequency. So instead of trying to do a perfect 20-minute sit-down every morning and then spend the rest of the day worrying, flip it around. Build tiny moments of stillness throughout the day. When you do this, you remain anchored in the vibration of what you want, and that's where it finds you. So needing something too much pushes it away. The more you need something, the more you're affirming that you don't have it. That emotional state becomes your dominant vibration. If you think about it, desperation, impatience, obsession, all of these scream lack. Manifestation doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your states. When you let go of the attachment, you're not giving up your desire, you're giving up the resistance. Letting go is trusting the process. It's knowing that what you've asked for is already done on an unseen level. Your only job is to match it vibrationally. Obsession creates tension, detachment creates flow. Picture planting a seed. You wouldn't dig it up to check if it's growing. You water it, you give it sunlight, and you trust nature. Do the same with your desires. Set it free, and it will return to you fully formed. So gratitude isn't just a feel-good habit, it's a manifestation accelerator. Because when you're truly grateful for what you have, you align with the feeling of having. And that's the key. Most people are stuck in the energy of wanting, which creates more wanting. Gratitude shifts you into receiving mode. Start by writing 3 particular things that you're grateful for every day. Not vague statements like my family or my health. Get detailed. I'm grateful for the peaceful cup of coffee I had this morning while the sun came through the window. The more vivid you can feel the appreciation, the more powerful it works. Gratitude also short-circuits the mind's tendency to focus on what's missing. It brings your attention to abundance, and what you focus on expands. The universe responds to gratitude like a tuning fork, so use it. So the most common excuse with manifestation is I'll start when I'm ready. But the truth is you'll never be 100% ready, and that's okay. Manifestation responds to movement, not perfection. Waiting until you have more money, more confidence, or more spiritual knowledge is a trick of the ego to keep you safe and stuck. The universe responds to decision. When you say, "I'm doing this now," even if I'm unsure, you're declaring yourself ready to receive. That one shift in mindset sends a signal. Reality rearranges around it. Remember, it's not about proving your worth. You're already worthy. It's about stepping into the version of you that says yes to life now. Manifestation rewards boldness, not hesitation. Start where you are with what you've got and build the belief as you go. You'll be shocked at how fast things move when you do. So in the early stages of manifestation, your vision is like a seedling. It's tender and it hasn't fully taken root. And the wrong kind of energy, even well-meaning comments, can stunt its growth. That's why sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing. Keep your vision sacred. Not a secret out of fear, but private out of protection. When you share your desires with people who don't believe, their doubt can plant weeds in your subconscious. Even casual sarcasm can shake your confidence if your belief isn't fully locked in. This isn't about being paranoid, it's about being intentional. Let your results speak. Manifestation is a personal journey, and it doesn't need applaud or approval to be valid. When your manifestation is mature, you can talk about it freely, but while it's growing, nurture it in silence and see how fast it blooms. So if you're new to manifestation or you struggle with belief, the best thing you can do is start small, because belief is like a muscle that gets stronger with practice. Trying to manifest a mansion or a soulmate right away can trigger too much internal resistance, but a free coffee, a random compliment, a text from someone you haven't heard from in a while, those feel lighter, easier, and when they show up, they give your subconscious evidence that it works, and that belief makes the bigger goals feel possible. Don't skip this step. Most people do, and then they wonder why nothing happens. Small wins create momentum, and momentum creates miracles. Think of it like learning a new language. You wouldn't start learning English by reading Shakespeare. You start with the basics, and the same with manifestation. Train your mind to expect results. Then increase the size of your goals as your belief expands. So one of the most underrated manifestation tips is manifesting for other people. Now this might sound counterintuitive. Shouldn't I be focusing on my own goals? But here's the secret. When you visualize abundance, healing, or success for someone else, you activate the same pathway in your own mind. You're training your subconscious to believe those things are normal, natural, and possible. And what you normalize, you magnetize. It also removes ego from the equation. When you're manifesting for others, there's less obsession, less pressure, less neediness, just pure intention, and that is so powerful. Why not try it? Picture a friend getting a job. Imagine your family being healthy and happy. See if someone you love is receiving exactly what they've been praying for. It creates a wave of positive energy, and often those people will come to you and say, "Something amazing just happened." Manifestation isn't a game that you play alone. When you give, you receive. Okay, so sometimes your desires will change. And that's not failure, that's evolution. You're meant to grow. What you wanted last year may no longer fit the person you're becoming. So take time to reflect. Ask yourself regularly, do I still want this? Or am I attached to an old idea of success? Be honest. Sometimes the most aligned thing you can do is letting go of an outdated dream and make room for something more authentic. And sometimes you'll realize your manifestation did arrive, just in a form you didn't expect. And that's okay too. The universe is efficient. It gives you what matches your true frequency, not your random fantasy. So stay fluid. Trust your path will unfold in the perfect way, even if it takes a detour. Manifestation is a living, breathing process. So don't fear change. It means you're alive and evolving. So for me, manifestation isn't a game of luck. It's a process of alignment. Each of these 10 tips is a tool to help you create from a place of clarity, confidence, and calm expectation. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for your engagement and support. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.